See, I remember about a year and a half ago or whatever when Whiety Bulger got busted in California, and it seemed that he flipped on everybody. It seemed that he had the FBI, the Special Investigations Unit, everybody in his pocket against everybody else and stuff like that. Seems like maybe that, playing everybody against each other. It's going to be really interesting, this trial, because a lot of people are going to be going down, not just Whitey and stuff. Guido had an idea that, because I'm half Irish, that he would, maybe trust me more or something like that. I says, he don't trust wops or whatever. I'm just another fucking wop to him. He says, no, go in there and stuff like that for 2 years and stuff. I actually didn't commit a crime, but they'll say, yeah, we're just going to give you assault or whatever. And when you get out of jail, you're going to be making more money than you ever did. And when you're in jail, you're going to be eating filet mignon and lobster and stuff like that. I said, all right, I can't stand fucking bologna, so you're going to feed me lobster? Of course I'll go to jail or whatever, talk with them and stuff. So, I took me a while. We played handball together and stuff. I says, I know you're a businessman. I know you're probably not getting out, but maybe I can make your life better and stuff, you see? It doesn't really matter if you like me or not. This is a business, okay? And you're a businessman. You did what you had to do. And probably nobody's sharp enough to pull that off. It makes me wonder about my boss, Guido Sabatini. He grew up in the 1920s during the Depression, and he understands hard times and stuff like that. And I gotta wonder, do they worry about the family, the Italian people, or just themselves? This thing, it's a business. I like to think that it means something, that my partner has my back or I have their back and stuff like that. So we can do business and keep things going for Italians and stuff. Ever since, with this trainer, now that I'm out in the public training professional athletes and stuff like that, I do a lot of Italian heritage stuff, and I find Italians good jobs and stuff like that. I get their names from Italy or stuff like that. And any Italian in New York, Boston, and in the East or whatever who wants a good job will probably get it. And even here in California, the mob is not just in Chicago and New York and Boston, but the mob is the mob is anywhere where there's money to be made and stuff like that. And a lot of times what I like to do is work in legitimate stuff, because in legitimate stuff they can't do anything to us. I just smile and stuff like that. I say, you got nothing, I'll wait here 48 hours, you let me out, that's fine, and stuff like that. They treat me good in the prison because they know that I know things, I can do things, and I can make them richer, and I can make their lives better and stuff like that and stuff. They try to treating everybody else like animals, but the place I live, you get treated good. They send girls there. It's actually a nice vacation when I go to prison and stuff. And my wife is always wondering, why do you come out of prison there with a big smile on your face or whatever. I can't guarantee it that Whitey's gonna want to talk to me, but I'm gonna talk to him and stuff. The thing is what I learned when I was a little bambino. My Uncle Vinny told me, Bryan, all those guys, all those gangsters and stuff, in the end, they all want to make money. They're all businessmen and stuff like that. They'll forgive some stuff if you can make them money and stuff. We get up, and that's when we go and we make our money and stuff like that. We go to work and stuff, and the construction, and we take a nap for 8 hours, and then we go earn our real money at night. Collecting and stuff like that. Everybody knows that what happens if they don't pay, so people pay up and stuff. I'm the guy that usually tries to, when people can't pay and they're terrified, I try to find other ways that they can pay and stuff, because if they're dead, you can't get any money out of them. Forget about it and stuff. I'm about the money. I'm not about the violence and stuff like that. I had to do what I had to do, but and I didn't count my hits, but maybe it's not as much as everybody else, but you see, I have my mind on the money. I'm good at making money, and that's the position I should be in this family, because I make other people rich and stuff like that. So, I want to, when they send me to prison for 2 years, I want to learn about Whitey. I want to learn about how to stink in. I want to ask him maybe what he thinks of Guido or whatever. You never know when the boss is going to... I want to get on his good side and stuff like that. So if he does turn, maybe we can split some money. He'll go one way and I'll go the other way. Maybe I'll live the rest of my life in Italy or something. It's like the time we got that basketball player to beat the point spread, and we made $20 million. Me and Anthony did, and then that's how we got our names to be known. They sent us to Italy and stuff for a couple of years until they figured out that everything's okay and stuff, and then they came back and stuff like that. Sometimes when we beat people, we got to find them other ways about how to make their money and stuff. Like there was this one guy, Vic, who lost. And, he didn't have the cash to pay, but I was able to liquidate his business, and I was able to arrange his business. And when we got all our money, I was able to get his money back too, and give him the money and sell his business, and then maybe he can open up another one and stuff like that. But I told him, I said, listen, Vic, you can't play another fucking game again. These guys go too high and stuff like that and stuff. Usually these are the celebrity games and stuff. We pay the cops to look the other way and stuff, and, they like to gamble, but it's something about gambling with the mob and stuff like that. We get 3 of our guys, but it's unemotional for us. It's not our money. It's the family's money, and we just play it like a computer, and we're not happy or sad. We just win the money and everything. We provide every little bit of alcohol that they want, every amenities, everything and stuff like that. Whores to distract them and stuff. They don't got a chance and stuff like that. Our guys are about making the money. Okay, they fuck the whores every night, so they don't need the whatever. So it's about business. It's about making money and stuff like that. We make money together. Then they can go home, and I don't give a fuck what they do or whatever. And they whacked Vito in The Sopranos for being a fag, but you know what? Fuck it. If he makes that much money, who gives a fuck? We do this thing to provide for our families and stuff like that. I understand certain kinds of respect and stuff, but you want to hide a life or whatever. You do whatever you want, but make sure you keep it out of everybody's sight and stuff like that. It's about money. I'll forgive certain things for money if they're a nice money maker and stuff like that. Because if you base it on friendship, you see that these people, they really don't give a shit about you in the end, and they're really just... The only people that really give a shit about me is my wife. That's it. She's with me. When I kiss her on the cheek, it's real. When one of the wise guys kiss me on the cheek, I know that it's not. Sometimes I get a little beef for being half Irish and stuff. I say, but I'm a fucking money maker. I make more money in a month than you make in a fucking year, because I know who to go after. I know where the money comes after. I know how to set it up and stuff like that, and you just can't make these things happen, so go be a tough guy, go knock people out and stuff like that. They don't care about that. They need guys that make money. There's 1,000 of you, there's only one of me and stuff like that. If I was full-blood Italian, I probably would become Godfather right after Guido died, but I don't want to be Godfather. I want to be underboss, because I want to do some other things for my living. I wound away. They have no idea that I'm connected to La Cosa Nostra. I work with these athletes. I'm on TV all the time talking about my athletes. I give them instructions by paper. I never talk on the phone. I never talk in person. And they can't prove that I know these people, except sometimes when they come to the Yankees game and they see us sitting in the front row together and stuff like that, Yeah, I know these guys. They're Italian like me. We all grew up in an Italian neighborhood and stuff. I don't know. They're businessmen. I don't ask them about their business. We talk baseball and stuff like that. I tell them about my players, and they make legitimate bets on the Yankees. I mean, the Yankees win, and so they win. There's a lot of people that do that and stuff like that. And the steroid accusations and stuff like that. I built together a new program that takes the absolute best out of people. Athletes are they're limited by certain things. their body and stuff like that. But when you train, you have to ease them into it, and when you do, they can do amazing things and stuff. For instance, if you love somebody a lot and they're trapped underneath the car, you could pick up a car, you let him out or whatever. It's in your mind and stuff like that. One of my sluggers, he swings as hard as he can at the ball. He might strike out 3 times, but the 4th time he'll hit the ball right out of the stadium. Eventually, you're going to win. We don't give a fuck if he strikes out. Of course he's going to strike out, But like Jose Canseco, he strikes out, but then he hits the ball a ton and stuff like that. And another thing, and the thing that makes somebody strong is also what makes people fast. Like Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson was very muscular. He wasn't skinny, but he ran very fast, and he also hit home runs. But it was power that made him both fast and strong, and that's what I discuss and stuff. And if I'm part of La Cosa Nostra, I'm not going to discuss it with you. I'm sorry. I'm just going to talk my training. For all you're concerned, I'm a trainer. Okay, I walked away from all that stuff. And the only thing that me and the Dante Soto and Anthony Calamari and Vinny Calamari and Guido Sabatini have in common is we're Italians that grew up in the neighborhood. Yeah, we share heritage, and I have love for them and stuff like that, especially if they came from the same village as my family came from and stuff. I always had it harder because I was half Irish. I had to prove myself to everybody else and stuff like that.